Hello children. Today we'll do another chapter in English literature. We have already completed our first chapter. Today we'll see the third chapter, School Breaks Up by R.K. Narayan. So I want you all to open your English textbook, turn to page number 16, hold a pencil in your hand. Now, School Breaks Up by R.K. Narayan. Before we go about with this particular story, let me give you a small gist of this story. So basically, this story is about a boy named Swaminathan who was a careless and a carefree character, okay, who wished for the school to break up for vacation. So why he wanted the school to break up for vacation? So that he can roam about, so that he could roam about with his friends from down to dusk. Then his friends were like him only, but they were much more serious about their studies, okay, compared to Swaminathan, especially Shankar. Since the last paper was Tamil, Swaminathan was already distracted, okay, thinking about all the things that he could do once the exam was over. He was waiting to listen to various tales by his granny. He was not prepared for his paper as he did not know or was doubtful about the answer in the paper. The only answer he was sure about was ill framed and finished in one line, which was not adequate according to his friends and classmates when he told them about the answer. Okay, let's see what question it was. Okay, Len. He realized that he had left the examination hall in a haste instead of trying to finish his paper as best he could. All this made us heartless of the way he treated his Tamil paper. Okay, though this regret was short lived, but it surely affected him. So, turn to page number 16, chapter number 3, School Breaks Up by R.K. Narayan. Now, who's R.K. Narayan? Here is the picture of R.K. Narayan. His full name is Rasipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan Swami. Okay, but people normally address him as R.K. Narayan. He was born on 10th October 1906 and died on 13th May 2001. Okay, that is Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. He was an Indian writer known for his work set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. Okay, so Malgudi is a fictional town which is normally people use the what do you call imaginary names for the town. Okay, they set up a story in an imaginary place. Okay, so they give an imaginary name also to that particular place. So Malgudi is a town, is an imaginary town. Okay, and a story is set up in the this particular story is set up in the Malgudi town. Okay, this particular Malgudi town is in South India. Okay, this novel, okay, the novel of by R.K. Narayan was so famous that it got so famous that even it got telecasted on the television in the late 80s. Okay, you can see this picture. This is one of the clipping of the what do you call program. Okay, the name of the program was Malgudi Days, and the child who is standing in the center, he played the main character Swaminath. His name is Swaminathan, but people used to address him as Swami. And you can see his classmates sitting in the class. So this is one of the clipping of the program of one of the picture of the program Malgudi Days. And this story is about the boy Swami. Okay, now Swami was a young boy, okay, about 10 years old. He had a very friendly nature and had some friends also. Okay, he tries hard to do well at studies, but perhaps does not pay as much attention to studies as to playing. Means he's interested more in playing compared to studies. Okay, now whenever we think, now you all can relate yourself to this particular child, because okay, because few so what happened, children, whenever he used to, like, he was not so good in studies, so whenever the words like exam, test used to come, not in his mind, even when it comes to your mind, how you feel when the teacher says that next week I'm going to take a test surprise, or suddenly the teacher comes and says that today is the surprise test. So what things comes to your mind when you hear the word test or examination? The first thing, you get tensed, you get panic, you think what I'm going to do, what I'm going to write. Okay, now if you know well in advance that next week your exam is there, then you'll start preparing yourself. You will do, first you will study the lesson, then you will revise it, then you will see, then you will be thinking that I should be more serious about the So you must be thinking that I should be able to finish my revision on time, then I should be able to finish my paper on time. Then you must be thinking about the examination hall, where you are sitting along with your friends. Okay, they are sitting on the on individual desks. Then your teacher, there will be a supervisor who takes the round in the examination hall, so that you are able to see that everyone is writing their paper neatly and correctly without copying, to see instruct you all how to write the paper. So there's a lot of anxiety, and you get very much like, you get a lot of tension, whether seriousness comes in your mind. Okay, so this story is one of the episode, okay, from the novel Swami and His Friends, where the this story where Swami is writing his last paper, okay, and his last paper was Tamil. How was the paper, how he fed, whether he was able to complete his paper or not, whether he had attempted each and every question or not, whether the answers were satisfactory or not. So this story is about it, okay, how he deals with this Tamil paper, okay. And as I have told you earlier, that he was already distracted, okay. He wanted the school to take a break for the vacation, okay, and he was already distracted thinking that what he is going to do once the exam gets over. So since Tamil paper was the last paper, so he has not prepared so well, but because he was already in the mood of of vacation, so he was like, last paper, even you can relate to it. And the last, when you know that tomorrow is the last paper, you don't, your concentration levels, like, though you want to concentrate on your study, but somewhere in your mind, yeah, you must be thinking after the paper, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to spend my vacation, what all things I'm going to do. So such kind of things were distracting him, okay, from his exam, from his last paper. Okay, so let's see. School breaks up, page number 16. This story is about Swami, who is a 10-year-old boy studying at Albert Mission School in the fictional town of Malgudi. This excerpt is taken from the novel Swami and Friends. The book recounts the adventures of a group of schoolboys. So this particular story which we are going to read today, okay, is about Swaminathan. People used to call him Swami. Now Swami is a young boy about 10 years old. He is a very friendly, he had a very friendly nature, okay. Now what happened, he's studying in which school? Albert Mission School, okay. How you'll study in Presidency School, like that, this particular child was studying in Albert Mission School, and this school was located in the fictional town of Malgudi. This excerpt is taken from the novel Swami and Friends. So this particular episode story is taken from which novel? Swami and Friends. Okay, this is just a small episode, a small story from the novel Swami and Friends. The book recounts the adventures of group of schoolboys. So this particular novel, in this novel you will find various stories which are related to the adventures. Okay, adventures of a group of schoolboys means what? In this novel you will find various stories which are related to Swami and his friends, about Swami and his friends. Okay, so let's begin. On the last day of the exam, Swaminathan strode out of the examination hall. He stood in the school veranda, turned back, and looked into the hall. He began to feel slightly uneasy. He would have felt more comfortable if all the boys had given their paper as he had done 20 minutes before time. But there they sat, many of them still writing hurriedly. So in the first paragraph, the poet is saying that it is the last day of the exam, means the last paper for the for the particular semester. Swaminathan strode out of the examination hall. So Swaminathan came out of the examination hall. How he came? Swaminathan strode. Strode means what? Like he walked with lot of confidence. Okay, strode means what? Walked confident out of the examination hall. He stood in the school veranda, turned back, and looked into the hall. Now, what happened? Once he finished writing the paper, he came out of this examination hall. He came and stood in the veranda of the school, and he turned back, and he was looking into the examination hall. He began to feel slightly uneasy. Now, when he stood over there and he was looking at the examination hall, he was feeling very uneasy. He would have felt more comfortable if all the boys had given their papers as he had done 20 minutes before time. So this means what? He has already completed the paper. There were still 20 minutes remaining to finish that particular examination. But he had already finished writing his paper 20 minutes ago. So what happened? So he's saying that he would have felt more comfortable if all the children, those who were sitting in the examination hall, if all those students would have come out of the examination hall, he would have felt more comfortable. Okay, but he's standing and looking at those children, because still children were writing. Okay, and they were writing in a hurriedly manner, so that they wanted to finish the paper. So when he was looking into the examination hall, amongst the other children, he could see his friends. Okay, with his left shoulder resting against the wall, Shankar was lost to the world. So left shoulder resting against the wall means what? He was leaning back against the wall. And what happened? Shankar was lost in his own world. Means Shankar might be thinking about some answer, like he was attempting the question. So he was might be thinking really to that question which answer was correct. He might be thinking about that particular answer. Rajan sitting under the second ventilator between two third form boys. So now, but Rajan, now he's saying that Rajan is sitting under the second ventilator. Okay, ventilator means what? An opening. Okay, that allows a fresh air to come into a room. It can be a window. Okay, in the picture you can see on the next page. So he might be what happened, leaning against the window, and he must be Rajan was sitting on the second ventilator. Okay, from where you can get the fresh air which comes into the, you can where the which allows the fresh air to come into the room. Had become a writing machine. So Rajan was writing like very his mind, he was continuously writing. Okay, and with a great speed. Money was still gazing at the roof. Money is his third friend who was gazing at the roof. Means what? Gazing means what? You're looking at something or someone for a long time. So when you don't know the answer, sometimes you you stare at the blackboard, or sometimes you look at the ceiling. Sometimes you just keep on looking at the ceiling fan. So you keep on gazing. Okay. So he was gazing, looking at the roof. Okay, scratching his pen with scratching his chin with the pen. The little Samuel, the cleverest boy in the class, was leaning back in his seat, revising his answer. So now Samuel is the most cleverest boy in the class. So how he was sitting, he was leaning back on the chair and he was revising his answer. He was revising his answer means was once he had already finished writing his paper, he is cross checking his work. He is seeing whether he has attempted each and every question or not, whether he has written the correct answer to the correct question or not, spelling, is there any kind of spelling mistake. So he is revising the paper, and it is always good to revise the answer paper once you after you finish writing the answer paper. During the examination, especially during the examination, once you have finished writing the answers for all the questions given in the question paper, it is always make a habit of revising your answer sheet. Sometimes what happen, under the pressure we write in such a hurriedly manner that unintentionally we make mistakes. Okay, so when you revise your paper, that time what happen, you're reading those answers again, and sometimes you must have missed few points. You can add it on few spellings which you know it very well, but because of the tension you might have spelled it wrong. So you can recorrect, or you can rewrite those words again. Okay, you can correct those spellings again. So Samuel was revising his paper. So children, in the first two paragraph, what we have studied today, it is the last day of the exam. Swami, with lot of confidence, after finishing his paper 20 minutes early, he left the examination hall. But when he came out of the examination hall, he felt little bit uneasy, because he could see other children writing their papers in the examination hall. In those papers he saw his friends. Shankar was lost in his own world. Rajan was like a writing machine. He was writing his paper. Mani was looking at this looking at the ceiling, and he was thinking about the answer. He must be recollecting the answer. Then Samuel, who is the most cleverest boy in the class, he was revising his paper. So children, I end the lecture here only. I'll read the lines, and whichever words I'll tell you all to underline, please underline those words, learn the spellings of those words and the meanings. Okay, the meanings are given at the back of the textbook. This story is about Swami, who is a 10-year-old boy studying at Albert Mission School in the fictional town of Malgudi. Underline the word fictional. This excerpt is taken from the novel Swami and Friends. Underline the word excerpt. The book recounts the adventures of a group of schoolboys. Underline the word adventures. On the last day of the exam, Swaminathan strode out of the examination hall. Underline the word strode. He stood in the school veranda. Underline the word veranda. Turned back and looked into the hall. He began to feel slightly uneasy. Underline the word slightly. He would have felt more comfortable if all the boys had given their papers as he had done 20 minutes before time. But there they sat, many of them still writing hurriedly. Underline the word hurriedly. With his left shoulder resting against the wall, Shankar was lost to the world. Rajan, sitting under the second ventilator, underline the one word ventilator, between two third form boys, had become a writing machine. Mani was still gazing at the roof. Underline the word gazing. Scratching his chin with the pen. Underline the word scratching. The P, little Samuel, the cleverest boy in class, was leaning back in his seat. Underline the word leaning, revising his answers.